Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the brand new 2021 Netflix original film, Skater Girl. This takes place in a rural village in India. It starts with an R, R-A-J, Raja, I don't remember. But there's an actual skate park there named the Desert Dolphin Skate Park, or Desert Dolphin Skate Park. It's one of the largest skate parks in India, and the first in this particular village, and it's actually used by the local kids, by tourists and stuff like that. And like, it took 45 days to build. They made a movie around this building of a skate park, kind of, and that's pretty impressive. You have this story of this half Indian woman, half Londoner woman coming to India to see where her father was, grew up in this particular village, and she's trying to not make her mark, but see how she can, help, I guess, because it's a very poverty-stricken area. But there's a caste system, so there's people higher up, and then who are not supposed to talk to the lower class people, and vice versa. But like, they all go to the same school, so it's a little confusing, to be honest. I don't understand class systems like that, but it was cool having this skater influence brought to these kids, with this girl Jess's friend Eric, I think his name was, and he introduces all these kids to skateboarding, and then she herself buys all these skateboards and like tries to convince the town leaders, to the village leaders, to allow the kids to skate, that it's not a nuisance, and then actually talks to the queen herself of this particular area, and she allows them to build a skate park on one of her lands. And the story revolves around this girl who is trying to be married off. Her family's trying to marry her off, but all she wants to do is skate. So it's like trying to find her independence, trying to find her voice, but she really can't, because it's a very old way of thinking within this particular Hindu type of family. And that's what's also interesting. It's equal parts English as it is Hindi. And like, there are these characters that are jumping from Hindi to English to Hindi to English, and I watch everything in subtitles anyway. But I thought it was really smart having a character do this whole bilingual thing, and all these characters are then speaking in a bilingual dialect. It was really, really smart. I liked how they brought actual skateboarders into this to promote it. That they held all of India skateboard competition, and this girl. Wait, what was her name? Priya? I can't. I don't even see it up here. She was the one who's being pawned off to get married, and she literally breaks out of her house through the roof to get to the skateboard competition, and then the queen herself awards her with a brooch of her own, saying how much of an influence she is. That we hope all girls can take that as inspiration, that you can be whoever you want to be. And it was really cool seeing a different version of it. We see differences in class systems here in the States all the time, but it's a little different because you're not forced to get married. Your kids question their parents now. You don't like blindly say yes, kind of a thing. Like, that's not a thing here anymore, which I'm glad. But it's interesting seeing a different part of the world in the same year that you're in, and you're two totally different things, two totally different aspects of how one lives one way and one lives another way. So it was very interesting seeing this rural village of India get a skate park, and a fictional story of this girl wanting to skate along with it. So very smart, very smart. Who wrote this? Manjari Makajani. He wrote and directed this. Manjari, or is Manjari a female? They wrote and directed this. I don't know the gender, so they wrote and directed this. I'm so impressed by this film. I wish there was more skating in it, to be completely honest. A lot of it was that family dynamic, and when the dad burned her skateboard, I wanted to punch a wall. I was so pissed off, but it makes sense in the context of the film. It was awesome. If you're into skating and want to see how a different part of the world skates and enjoys the freedom and independence of skating, the thrills, the lows, the pain, the gain of it, go watch this film. It's been trending on Netflix for a while. Skater Girl, watch it right now. Mucho mahalo.